Hi, this is Joel Persinger. I'm the Gun Guy. Thank you very much for watching my videos. I really deeply appreciate it. Today I've got a German Luger for you, and that's this one right here. I don't get my hands on Lugers very often. They are a joy to shoot. They're just sweet as wine, and I really do like them a lot. This one's got kind of an interesting history I don't know a lot about, but one of the things about it is that somebody refinished it and put kind of a nickel finish on it, which I think was common for war souvenirs that people didn't realize would have significant value. Anyway, when I got this from a buddy of mine, one of the things he told me was to really, when I shot it, be very careful of the takedown lever, because sometimes, he said, with this pistol, when you fire around, the takedown lever will swing down on its own and the gun will spontaneously disassemble. I asked, how often does that happen? He said, oh, not very often, every once in a while. Yeah, well, I took it to the range and found out that was a bit of an understatement. Okay, here we go. Spontaneously disassembling Luger. Oh, jeez. Okay, now it's shooting okay. As you can see, we had some challenges with this gun on the range, but after we figured it out, the gun ran perfectly the entire time. It ran just like a Swiss watch, which is kind of a pun, if you will. I'll tell you a little bit about the Swiss Army and their involvement with this gun here in just a minute. This gun actually runs pretty well, even though it needs some finishing. It's, I don't know if my collector buddy's going to do anything with it other than leave it completely alone. But it did feed every round and run like crazy once I just kept my support hand forward and kept my thumb on that takedown lever so it didn't move. Then the gun ran perfectly. So I think once he fixes that issue, this gun will run great. Now, these guns are known for their incredible design. They are, and really were for their time, a design marvel. There's no screws holding these guns together at all, except for the screws that hold the grip panels down. Other than that, there are no screws in them at all. The tolerances are incredibly tight. The gun runs extraordinarily well, and they are known for their accuracy. They're just really a terrific gun. The other thing is that the grip angle is such that the gun is phenomenally comfortable to shoot. I would say that of center fire semi-automatic pistols that I've shot in my lifetime, and I've shot a lot of them, the Luger is by far the most comfortable, easiest gun to shoot, in the sense that it points perfectly. Its grip is extraordinarily comfortable. You hardly feel the recoil of the gun going off at all. And a lot of that is because of the geometric design of the grip and the way the gun is designed in the first place. So they're really a fabulous firearm, and I think that's one of the reasons why they're as popular as they are. That, and, they're kind of synonymous with World War I and World War II and the use of the Germans using them in those wars. So people like to get them for that reason. The history of these guns is very fascinating to me. It starts out with really what I would say was probably the first commercially successful semi-automatic pistol ever invented. And that was invented by a gentleman named Hugo Borchardt. I hope I'm saying his name correctly, I may not be. That was back in 1893. He created a gun he called the C3, and it's a gangly looking long thing that looks like it ought to be used by aliens from another planet. But the key part of it was the toggle lock, and that's what is very similar with the Luger, is that toggle lock that I showed you before. George Luger looked at the success of Borchardt's pistol and thought he could make it better. And so he took the idea of the toggle lock and applied it to a smaller, lighter, more ergonomic pistol, and was able to come up with a pistol that is the one that we know of today. And he invented that and patented it in 1898. That's the Luger that we look at today. Now, it did have some changes here and there, as most pistols do. When it was adopted by the Swiss Army, which was the first military to adopt it, They adopted it in 1900, which is about the time it went into production. They had some specific little changes they wanted. They wanted it in 7.65 millimeter, for example. And I believe they had a little kind of a goofy grip safety on theirs. I've never seen one, so I'm not sure of that. If you're an expert on Lugers, then please comment and let us know. As far as this gun is concerned, it shot, I think, very well. It performed very well. We did have the issue with the breakdown lever that kept swinging down, and once I got past that, the gun ran extraordinarily well. I found it to be very accurate. I found it to be incredibly reliable. It was just simply a delight to shoot. The only issue I have with them is not an issue with the gun, it's an issue with my aging eyes, and that is the rear sight is so small and tiny that it's very difficult for me to line up my sights. And I find with these pistols, I have to close one eye. But in general, the gun is really fun. It's a lot of fun to shoot. I was fascinated also by the holster, because the holster to me had all kinds of interesting markings inside of it. And then also the holster is a Luger holster. From what I could figure out, it's actually an original holster. And so it has a little tool in the little tool spot there. And it has some markings inside of it and markings on the back. And in general, I found the holster to be very interesting. Now, I'm not an expert on Lugers by any means. If you watch my channel, you know I'm not a gunsmith and I'm not a gun history expert. I can tell you a little bit of history on things just that I've learned over time or that I researched for a video, but I don't know a lot about the insignias and cartouches and numbers and stamps and so on these guns. So if you know them or you know something about them, I'd sure appreciate it if you'd let us know in the comments. We're going to make sure that you've got some close-up images to see of them. And then perhaps you can help us, you can help me, you can help my son, and anybody else who might be watching this video that would like to know. I have no idea how old this gun is. I have no idea where it might have been made. And perhaps if you know those things, you might be able to tell us. I tried to figure it out and was unable to come up with the answers. So I'm going to throw that out to you because I figure you probably know more about them than I do. So help us out if you get a chance and tell us more about this gun if you happen to know it. We'd love to know, and you can put that right in the comments section. Thank you again very much for looking at my videos and watching my channel. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. We've got a button right up here for you to do that. And check us out on Facebook and Twitter and on our blog. Those are places where I post things on a regular basis, and you can check out some things there that you might find of interest. Now, if you have guns and you're not a member of the NRA, I want to urge you to join. Please join the National Rifle Association today. I've got a link right here for you to do that. It will save you a little bit of money so that you can join for less than the cost of one box of ammunition. And that way you can add your name to the long list of NRA members who are supporting our Second Amendment rights. The NRA needs your help right now. It's fighting battles on every front in 50 different states, including California. The NRA has full-time lobbyists here, plus the NRA supports the California Rifle and Pistol Association that also has full-time lobbyists here in California, and an attorney, actually a pretty good sized and powerful law firm here that works for the NRA to fight for California rights. That's the only reason why we have any rights left, and we are trying to take some of them back. In like fashion, the NRA is fighting across the country and could use your membership. Now, if you have a gun for home defense, whether it's a handgun, shotgun, rifle, and you ever have to use it, or you carry a gun every day like I do, if you ever have to use it, you're going to need some legal backup because you're probably going to find yourself arrested and sued, and it's going to cost a ton to get yourself out of that mess. Many a person has defended themselves and saved their life successfully, only to have their life ruined afterwards through lawsuits and criminal legal challenges. So I want to urge you to get some backup with a company that I use called Second Call Defense. I've got a link right here for you to check them out. That's the company that I use for a few reasons, not least of which is that they're going to front money for me to get out of jail. They're going to front money for me to get an attorney, and they're going to continue paying that attorney to defend me, and I don't have to pay any of that money back. It's all available to me for a short monthly, really small monthly fee, and it's all available to you for that same fee. We use it for our family, and that's why I'm recommending it to you. So check out Second Call Defense. Thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please share us all over the place so we can help the channel grow. It makes us possible for us to do more videos and better videos for you. Have a great week. Thank you again, and be safe.